What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. Death, taxes, and gaming becoming more expensive are the three certainties in life. And it really feels like gaming companies are taking advantage of their player base across the board. It started just a couple weeks ago when the Switch 2 was announced and we found out that games were going to cost upwards of $120, let alone the console itself being just shy of $1,000. That's absolute insanity. And then we have what Sony has been pulling. Price hikes for the PS5 overseas in the UK. And then, of course, yesterday, the new announcement of PlayStation Plus price increases for Canada. It is expensive to be a gamer right now. And unfortunately, the service that you're being provided is subpar. Don't forget, 2 months ago, Sony had a massive network outage. But now they want you to pay more money for their consoles. But now they want you to pay more money for a service you weren't able to access. Games that you have downloaded, purchased even, that you weren't able to play. You essentially had a $700-800 paperweight in your living room or in your office. That's great. So how did Sony celebrate that? Here you go, Canada. Here's a bunch of price increases that make no sense. No economic sense whatsoever other than price gouging. That's what this is. This has nothing to do with tariffs. This has nothing to do with a weak Canadian dollar. If anything, the Canadian dollar has strengthened due to what's going on down south. But I don't want to get into the economic side of things today. Instead, what I want to do is put Sony on full blast. Because a few months ago when I talked about this network outage, I was told I was overreacting. Oh, it was only a few hours for us. You can't go a few hours without playing video games. No, I can. I have a life. But I think it is absolutely abhorrent for a company to have zero communication when their service goes out and when there are things that you own. Even if it's digitally, it is still technically your property and you can't access it. I thought that was a line too far. But no, now we have a bunch of Sony apologists just saying, don't worry, this isn't that bad. Canadian players shouldn't get upset. You're still getting a really good service. It's not that expensive. When does it stop? Because the question I have to ask is, what is it that is making PlayStation Plus better with these price increases? Is the service going to increase? Are you going to get access to more games? Hey, do you get Call of Duty with PlayStation Plus Premium? No, you don't. No, you get a catalog of great PlayStation games, don't get me wrong. You get a couple free games here and there, that's great. But let's talk about the truth here. You don't own any of it, and you get access to play online. I guess that's the other really cool thing with it, right? But you don't have that with Steam. You don't have that with Battle.net. You buy a computer, you can just play online. You're not paying a subscription to play online. It's still mind-boggling that you have to pay a subscription to play online, let alone how much it costs. It's absolutely insane, but Sony's gotten a bunch of people brainwashed into believing that's the best way to provide a service. The service is subpar. And I'd love to see this be the moment where gamers finally decide to wake up, band together, and stop opening their wallet for companies that are clearly price gouging you. So let's dive into the price increases for PlayStation Plus, because I think we need to paint a picture here. For essential players, you used to pay $95 a year. You will now be paying $110 a year. That's only about a $15 increase over the year, or about $1.25 a month. That's not crazy. But again, that's just to play online. It's not like you're getting the back catalog of PlayStation games. That's just simply to play online. And then you have Extra, which went from $154.99 or $155 to $190. I have to wonder what warranted a $35 increase, because I don't think the service is getting $35 better a year. Same thing goes with Premium, where it was $190 and now it is $225. Are we really spending $225 to play a bunch of catalog PlayStation games and play online? Is that really where we're at? Like, don't get me wrong. I've had PlayStation Plus Premium before. I've paid some of these fees, and the service was good at the time, but not worth $225. You have access to a great catalog of PlayStation games, but that's just it. it's only PlayStation games. And I look at what Xbox is offering with the Game Pass, and there's just more there. The fact that I can play it on both my PC and my Xbox is fantastic. That's something that PlayStation can't offer, and I don't understand the point of these price increases other than to gouge their customers. See what they can get away with. Sure, they'll lose some subscribers here and there, but overall, they're going to retain a bunch of people. And it's not like it's benefiting the player base for these price increases. Like I said, 2 months ago, they had a network outage that locked people out of the games that they had purchased. And I know that some of you don't think that's a big deal, but it most certainly is. It showcased in an instant how everything that you've purchased can be gone. And this is also the same Sony company that has had their entire network hacked before. Credit card numbers leaked. This isn't the golden child of the gaming industry. Sure, they've made some great games and they offer a great console. But sometimes you have to say enough is enough. And I think this is the point where you start to say enough is enough. These price increases are ridiculous, and I know I'm not the only one. Let's go to some of the replies over on Twitter, as this has been trending all day long. Well, Sony, you've done did it now. I will always call it like it is. The price increase for PlayStation Plus is awful in Canada. $224 a year? Are you effing insane? Mine's just expired, and I was waiting for a deal. Shake my head, WTF, Sony. And then we move on to this one. Okay, it's finally time to cancel PlayStation Plus. This is getting ridiculously expensive with not enough quality games every month to justify the price increase. $224.99 a year price increase for PlayStation Plus Premium is effing highway robbery. What the hell justifies this increase? More network outages? $109.99 for Essential. Nah, this is wild. I remember when PlayStation Plus costed $60 to $80 for a 1-year subscription. We are certainly headed down towards a gaming crash in the near future. Companies are getting greedy now. Well, this isn't just a getting greedy now thing. They've been greedy for a while. And I can definitely see a gaming crash in the near future, at least of AAA gaming companies, because the quality has been dropping and the prices have been going up, and at some point there has to be a breaking point. I really hope the gaming community can come together here and boycott PlayStation. Or at least if you need to play online, just get Essentials. It's going to cost them money for you moving from premium or extra down to Essential. Yeah, they might make a little bit more money in the short term, but overall, in the long term, less players paying for their premium service is a good thing. And maybe more players will move over to Xbox, knowing that the service they receive there is going to be better. And this isn't me being a shill for Xbox either. Game Pass is expensive. I'm not going to lie. I wish it was cheaper as well. I wish it was more player friendly. But that's just the scenario we're in. I think one service is better than the other. It's just too bad the service that sucks is charging players more than the service that is good. Seems counterintuitive. But those are my thoughts. I'd love to hear from you down below in that comment section. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.